Hello, beautiful Pisces. Thank you for returning. I'm glad to see you again. So we're going to be tapping into ancestors, archangels. These are the cards I'm going to be using to ask for some advice, how better to move ahead and move forward, right? Who's with us? Who's helping us? What do they want us to know? How can we help reach our goals? How can we get ourselves there? How can we motivate ourselves? Any advice that they may have. Okay, so here we go. Let's start with Secrets of the Ancestors. I'm going to pick these two cards just to see what kind of energy is bringing in from whom, right? So, the Peacemaker. I love that. 14. Persistent patience. Very nice. Right away, when this card came in, all I heard was from the reading on Sunday. If you haven't watched it, I would watch it first because it will make a lot of sense, a lot more sense, is that you have to make peace with yourself. You have to make peace with yourself because we sometimes just throw ourselves up into major chaos over things that we believe or think. It's mostly things that we believe and think, and they're our beliefs and our thoughts. They're not necessarily so. So we have to bring ourselves in a place of peace to see things through a better light, to see things in a better way, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to pull an Archangel card to see again who we have here as well. These are newish cards, so Charity, Pillar of Service. Serve with a gracious heart and know God is serving you. I like this in a way, and you can replace the word God with source if you're not comfortable with it. We know what that means, right? They're reminding me of me. When I usually felt bad, when I felt like somebody made me feel bad, or I just felt bad in a situation, this brings me back to when somebody said something that was disparaging, made me feel, wanted to cry. When somebody robbed my smile, I would try and bring a smile to somebody else. Okay? I would either write an inspirational blog that would make people feel better. I remember one day I wrote one that was very, very popular on the blog. I'm not sure if I left it on there. Now it's my tarot blog, but at the time I wrote about smiling. I think I may have kept it. And if I did and it's not on the blog, I may republish it just to show you. And what it talked about was people, when people make you feel bad, what you want to do is smile. Okay? Okay, so hold on here. I'm just gonna hold on. I did a little research to see if I could find that smile, and all I have left is the title and the picture of a little stress ball that's smiling. And you know what? I'm really sad that I did that. I'm really sad. I think at the time I probably deleted it because it represented a really bad day for me. But I helped so many people that day with this post. And maybe I will recreate it and try to put what I thought. But basically, it was saying how a smile can affect everybody. From somebody who's having a terrible day, when somebody smiles at them, it can change the entire tapestry of their day just by having somebody smile at them. So I'm going to get back to this, but Charity, the Pillar of Service. When your mind is tricking you into thinking that you're, less than zero, that somebody hates you, or that the situation isn't going well, Charity, the Pillar of Service Archangel, is telling you that, look, when you serve others, you don't have time to ruminate in self-pity, in those negative emotions, because you're too busy trying to make the world a better place. And it is definitely a blues buster, I can tell you. It actually does work. It does work. When you feel like I just want to crawl into bed and put a blanket over my head, find somebody, something, and brighten their day, okay? For some of us, that looks like making a donation. For some of us, it's about writing a blog and sharing it so that people feel better, and that's when you become of service to others. Absolutely. So let's pull some cards on this, okay? Let's pull some more cards. Do I want to pull some... Do I want to pull more? And you're going, what is it? Jane? I don't know. Let's make it beautiful. It's always beautiful. Let's make it different. Oh yeah, okay. How about some guardian angels? Oh, the guardian angels. Let's do those. Oh, and I have some love cards. I'm just gonna have to find them. I will, and we'll do it. I swear, we will do it. All right. Affirmation. Be aware of your language and thoughts. Look how special that is. The most powerful statement you can ever make, think or feel is thank you. Gratitude. Be grateful for all the blessings in your life. As we acknowledge the divine order of life, the universe responds with ever greater blessings. You are a powerful creator. All you say and think resonates through the heart of creation, and creation responds accordingly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Patience. Persistent patience came out, and patience is coming out again. Patience is required at the moment. You may feel that things are not moving as fast as you would like, yet there's a lot going on energetically. The current situation causing concern is evolving positively. Let go, and have patience. You will eventually realize that this whole event was in fact a blessing. There we go again, right? All is perfect as it is. Trust, you are eternally loved and guided. Inner child. Nurture your inner child and begin to express the awesome beauty you hold within you. We live in a world where a formula exists for everything, yet love and creativity have no formula. They don't need to be studied, simply nurtured. Regularly set aside some time to just play. Inspiration. A wave of inspiration and a stream of beautiful ideas are about to enter your aura. It's important that you trust your intuition at this time. Pay attention to unusual thoughts that come to your mind, and do not discount your imagination. Many wonderful ideas which have served humanity were initially scoffed at or ridiculed. We, your guardian angels, will help you discover ways to apply your ideas and manifest new realities for your life. Absolutely. I am currently working with my guides to create something beautiful. And I know that this for a fact is there, okay? It does exist. It does happen. You just got to be in the right frame of mind, okay? I feel that all of these that have been coming out for you, my beautiful Pisces, is to remind you that when you feel peace within yourself, when you can calm the turbulent seas that the mind likes to create, you leave a lot more room for quiet. And it's in the quiet that things come in, I'm telling you. It's in the quiet that things start happening. You're sitting there in the quiet and suddenly you start getting hits, like things start coming in for you, and you're going, okay, where's that coming from? Well, that's a good idea. Because you're not riddled by 100,000 things going through your brain. Me, example, I'm telling you, walking is one of the best things. Even if I'm walking through the house, headphones with some kind of music, the music after a while just kind of falls into the background, even if it's just like, music without words. I can do it with music with words, but if that disturbs you, music without words, just home or something like that, and you just walk around. And walking movement displaces energy in your body, and it helps, because a lot of the time it's the body, I'm going to tell you this, it's the body that gets in the way of everything else, of messages, of energies. It's the body, because the body is, it almost feels like the body is the one-off of our energetic, you know, journey here. It's the thing that we have to put physical, like, care in this realm. The mind, the body, the heart, you know, the liver, the legs, all of that stuff. It's the stuff that we've got to try and balance out on this planet, because it's the stuff that really can throw us for a loop. It can either serve us or really not, okay, just not serve us. And the more attention we put on it, the more self-care we do to balance those things out, the more we open up the door to letting stuff come in. Now, I'm going to tell you, once you start clearing some stuff, don't be surprised and don't be upset if more stuff comes in. You may have a backlog of things, okay? You may have a backlog of things. I'm going to tell you that right away. You may carry a backlog of things. So you may solve a problem and another one will present. Then solve one and then, or feel like you've dealt with it and something else will present. Or sometime one thought or one trigger has many different layers before you get to the root cause. Please don't get discouraged. Just know, be grateful that for everything that you're working on, you're getting deeper and deeper to the root cause. You will stop really disliking, or I think it helps you understand others as well. You can have somebody completely rude at you, and instead of just like dropping it and becoming, you know, aggressively angry and going after those people and creating a major drama over it, if you can catch yourself early enough, you start seeing those people for, you see the weight on them. You actually see how they are weighted down, how they're frustrated, and how they let that control their existence. It's very interesting. I wouldn't say you feel sorry for them, because there's many of people like that, but sometimes you think, I see it, I understand it. And just understanding it makes you a calmer person, makes you a person of saying, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to feel that way either, right? So, exactly. So there's one deck I haven't used. I guess this is Oracle Thursday, by the way. Yeah. I thought this was going to be an extended, but I guess we're doing Oracle Thursday. We're doing the weeklies. We're doing Oracle Thursdays. I'm not sure if I'm going to do much more. I know that I've put the readings on hold for now, if anybody's asking for a reading, until at least September. Like I said, I have a few things that I have in the works that I am working on. I am not going to abandon you. I would not. I've always said that. Even if it would be one reading a week, I'm still going to be here. But for these 2 months, I think I am just going to, you know, chill. Go for a walk. Let inspiration come in. And I would let you do the same thing, okay? Self-sabotage. Look at this. When you learn to get out of your own way, there will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. Wow, look at that. Okay. Mic drop. That derails, that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. Refusing to see the abundance and beauty around you. Refusing to see the abundance and beauty around you. My Pisces. Pisces, my Pisces. Are you seeing? Are you understanding all of the messages that are coming in here? I hope so. You know, I see you as truly beautiful. I see some of you come here and you listen to this, and you've been working diligently on yourselves. You have a lot of this covered. Okay? This is not something that you're unaware of. You are very much aware. It's just that you, every once in a while, you catch yourself going, oh, I've changed in that regard. Ooh, I don't do that. And I think that's to let you know that you have. We all have those days, though, that we fall back into that pit of, ugh, bleh, right? I do it too. Listen. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not to just what's being said, but what lies beneath the words. What lies beneath the action. Remember what I told you about in the first reading at the beginning of the week about, you know, that's your perception of things? This is what this is. Listen carefully. What lies beneath the words? Okay? You may see it as one thing that's happening, but they're a whole complex human being within themselves. They are an extension energetically, but their life path may not be. They have their own life path to be living. They have their own guidance system. They have their own stuff that's working with or against them. You're not the same physical body. You're two different physical bodies with some goals and things of your own, right? And sometimes you have to listen to it, and sometimes you just got to let it go. Okay? Sometimes you've got to let it go. You have to bring the peace within yourself. You have to feel it within yourself, Pisces. We're sometimes our very worst enemies when it comes to that. We are. We cause ourselves the most grief, the most pain, and for what, right? For what reason? I don't know. I don't know, my beautiful ones, but it's not needed. It's not required. Okay? Flip it. Just flip it. Okay? The oracles are saying, just flip it. You're not seeing the full picture. You're seeing it through your lens only. Okay? And if you can't, if this energy has so much grip on you that you're going, I'm trying and I can't, then be a pillar of service. Go help somebody who will be grateful, happy, and able to receive what you are offering them. Okay? I often declutter the house, put in the bag of all the things that I think, like extra blankets, clothes, stuff that I'm not using anymore. I bring into a charity down the road here. And I know that people who go there, they spend $1, $2, and yeah, there's some people who take advantage of it. You'll always have those. But then there's some people who will go in there looking for something and they will really, really, really need it. And I keep thinking that I'll be helping one of those people. Not only that, you can, just put it up. Say, hey, like, I don't want anything for it. I'm giving it away for free, and you can find that energy of someone who's, oh my God, I've been looking for this. And you can even say it in a post. I'm looking for somebody who really needs it. Like, if you're a poacher, no. Like, I want somebody who, will really need it. You can be picky. You can be choosy. You can be fair. You can start helping, right? In different ways. I've done that too, because around here we have a lot of people who take advantage of other people. They work the system, is what we call them. They're system workers, but you can usually tell from by who they are, right? Or you can charge something and then decide as you're talking to that person that you're not going to, charge them as much. That would be nice too, right? I'm what, $50. Somebody, you know, comes in and says, well, I'm interested in it. And you have a conversation. You can get the feel that, you know, I don't have a lot of money and I need to replace it. And you knock it, you know, $25 off. And they're like, wow, really? You just made somebody's day. So, you know, there's different ways you can get yourself around these things. I'm giving you guys examples. They're not, you know, this is probably not your situations, but I'm the queen of examples. This is what I do. Bliss is worth creating from, for, from. And I'm going to tell you right away what this is. Okay? From the heart, but it's not from, for. For talks about for somebody, for the situation. From is from within, from inside, from the heart, from your heart. Okay? So, a lot of the times we concentrate on things outside of us, right? Why did they do that? Why did that situation? That's outside of us. How are you handling from within you? How are you changing that situation from inside yourself? How are you creating a better life from within you? How are you creating self-care from within your life, what you have control over? You don't have control on how people act towards you most of the time. Sometimes you can be the nicest person in the world and you're still going to get an a-hole. Okay? You can walk up to a counter, smile at somebody, and they're going to bark at your head off. It happens. Okay? You are in control of the bliss within you. It's worth creating from within you. I love that one. I love this one. This one hits me right in the right spots. It's the right spot. Alright. Alrighty. Creator Earth. Beautiful. I feel that this is, I know this is to talk about pentacles, but I think that you're here on Earth. This is your journey, right? We were born on this big rock with physical bodies. Our energies are helping us along. Our eternal energies are linked to this body, right? And we are walking around trying to make things fit, make things work, get control of our minds so that our emotions feel better, because a sense of joy and happiness, that's something I feel that's tinted, that's it's a tint of the energy, right? It's the best feeling part of being here, let's just say. Love, joy, happiness, contentment, all of those things. They're the things that we strive for, because it means it's a revelation that something is going right, right? Something is going right. And as we are here, we try to create all kinds of situations outside of us. You know, like a paid home means happiness, right? A physical manifestation creates a feeling of joy. So we're constantly trying to create things. Create more money, create happiness with a mate, create a paid home, create possessions, create. And that's an earthly thing. But there's also a part of us that has a very different thing. And that's the energy part of us. The one that's always trying to whisper in our ear. The one that's always trying to come in and explain things to us in a much different way. But we're so busy doing the creative stuff that it gets a little muddled sometimes. It gets too busy. And Oracle says that while it's great to be all black and white and green, if you don't understand it, you know, black and white and green, it's also important that there's there's so much more. Look at all these beautiful colors. There's so much more around you than just that. There's a lot of shades. And I think that sometimes the reason we don't see is because shades are the in-between of everything. We miss it. We don't see it. For myself, I know I missed a lot as I grew up. I shushed it up a lot. I didn't pay attention to it because it wasn't something that people generally paid attention to. So I really didn't. But now I pay attention to it first. When I start feeling bad, I go, why am I feeling bad? What is my mind trying to do again? Okay? Why is it leading me down? Sometimes I even get as far as crying tears. But eventually, I kick myself back to the curb of, where am I here? Why am I doing this? There's so much more. Why wouldn't I pick a better feeling, thought, a better feeling for my mind to grasp onto so that I can elevate, get past this? It takes work, you guys. It does take work. But it's well worth it. While we are here on the earth, we have to remember that we've got to work from inside of ourselves. We're always working to have patience against self-sabotage. We give ourselves inspiration, affirmation. We heal the inner child. We become of service. And then, only then, do we are able to listen. We can listen to what the most important part of us, the shades of gray in between. What comes in clear when we're done driving ourselves up and down the wall. All right, so let's see here. Okay. So quite a few things. Made with love. Let me see if I can put it so that it clears up. You see it? Made with love. You were made with love. You were. That's a part I was trying to say, that love, you're of these things, but love is something that, and that's something they keep repeating. I say, well, your mind is also, I was talking to you guys a minute ago, and my thoughts were coming in, well, you can't touch love. You can't say, this represents love. Okay, this is what love is. It's a feeling. It's something that's not concrete. You can't touch it. You feel it. But then I thought to myself, well, our minds, our thoughts, we can't touch them or feel them, but they're there, right? So do we bring that as well? And all I heard from them is, no, the only thing you bring with you, that's part of the realm, is love. It's almost like they say, it's something that we gave you as a gift. We gave you as a gift to get you to keep the connection. And this, when it came out, Made with Love, made me think of that. That's what came in with it again. They said, when we send you here energetically to go through this myriad of thing called life, love is a gift that we send down with you to help with the rest of it, to help with the intrusive thoughts and the bad days, etc., right? All right, so focus, the arrow, the clarity. Clarity and focus are one of the greatest things that help us, motivate us to be inspired to do anything. It's a spark of one thought, one very clear thought that comes in, or clear intention, because a lot of people say, I don't know where that thought come from, but suddenly I followed it, right? So it's that one thought, that one clear arrow pointed sharp focus that sometimes gets you right out of where you were stuck and into where you want to be. So pay attention to those things. Pay attention to those things. You have the key here, beautiful intricate key, has the heart to again represent heart. You have a heart that says love. I mean, how many more times did they have to say, right? The key is love. The key is love. There's a heart here. There's a heart here. The key is love, okay? You are much more than the sum of your parts. Seeing the planet and the star here is telling me that we are much more than the little minds and the little things that we like to think of every day. And it's a good thing to remind ourselves. What I like to do on a clear night is to go outside and look up at the sky and then realize just how small my little physical body really is. And then how vast my energy field is, because it is the only thing that will be able to touch those things, okay? That's the thing that I love to remember. You have the anchor here. Yeah, this is definitely, we've been getting the anchor a lot, and I think it's because this is life. We're here to deal with those heavy things. It is part of being here. We walk, and some days we feel light as a cloud, but a lot of the days we do feel the heaviness of this anchor. It doesn't have to be the only thing we are, though, okay? It doesn't have to be the only thing that we are. Alright, so the rune came out. Let's see, it is the rune of friendship, optimism, okay? Aspiration, fortunate soul. I love that, fortunate soul. So remember, you're fortunate to be here, okay? I think the whole point to all of these is to remind you just how lucky you are to be part of this life, of this world. We get stuck in things, and woe is me, and some people never get out of that spiral, which is sometimes very tragic, because the ending comes in, and it's not great. But you have to remember that we all we can in a moment decide that our lives are wonderful. Okay? We can change it. Every once in a while I used to like asking myself the question of, if I woke up tomorrow and didn't know anything about my life, what would I think? In other words, all your memories were gone, all your troubles were gone, everything was gone. What would you think about the life you currently have? A person who is impartial, who didn't have all that baggage or that, stuck to personality traits or felt beholden, what would they do? They'd probably start clearing up their lives, right? If the room of their life was a big mess, they'd start clearing it up. They'd start fashioning something that would make them feel better. So I'm going to finish with a postcard from Spirit. I haven't used these in a while, but I love it. And it fits in totally with the oracle messages for today. Okay. Dearest you, let us ask you, are you looking for happiness outside of your everyday, moment-to-moment experience, thinking you will find happiness out there someday? I can't believe they gave this. I can't believe they gave this. I can't believe they gave this. They even put it in quotation, out there someday. So many go chasing a magic it out there, but it never could be found there. So we want to share a secret that shouldn't be a secret. You are pure joy. What made you is pure joy, and every time you wake up and even when you sleep, you have joy waiting to be expressed inside you. Joy and happiness and fullness come from doing joy, being joy, knowing it, cultivating it, and lighting it in your heart so you can share it. You must know this, so when the time comes you will be fully free, and your joyful being and actions will turn you into a beacon of starlight. Look within and be joyful, even for tears and loss, for they mean you have lived, really live. Jump into it all and love every minute. We love you like crazy over here. So all of these beautiful heart symbols coming out, heart, heart, made with love, is just to remind you of that, my beautiful Pisces. That's it. It's to remind you of that. You're made of love with love, okay? So cultivate that. Look for it. Look for it. It's one of the easiest cheat. Find joy. If it's by being of service to others, where you bring joy back. That's a real quick way of doing it, okay? Say something nice. Share something nice. Like I said, sell something and then give it away or something like that, okay? Find the people that you can serve, that you feel is going to help you, okay? Alright, so I have my beautiful singing bowl. Here we go. We're going to start this again, and we're going to finish off the reading with it. Please watch your ears, especially if you're wearing headphones, because this might get loud. I'm going to do 4 of them, each corner. Well, there's no corner to the bowl, but side to side, up and down. And we're going to see how the energy feels today. It's been pretty clear in the last couple of weeks, so I'm hoping that it's the same again today, especially with the reading on Sunday and today. Here we go. Oh, it's electric, Pisces. It's electric. Alright, Pisces, for every time that I did that, there was an electrical sound. I know the first time it happened a couple of weeks ago, and then maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I mentioned it. I'm going to mention it. It did it for every time I tapped it this time. The electricity of the sound, the bowl, is letting me know that this energy is electric. It is waiting for you to grab hold of it and make it your own, okay? It just means that it's so potent right now that anybody can grab onto it and make it their own, okay? We are elevating. There's ascension happening. There's more coming in. It may cause some discomfort to some and great elation to others. So don't be discouraged if you feel like some days are like really hard. It is proven that ascension is very hard on the body. It's very hard on the mind. It's very hard to keep up with all these energy upgrades. So please don't be upset. I wanted to add that in. If you feel like sometimes you feel like you're doing a few steps back. Even myself, there's some days where I think, oh God, this again? Yes, that again. And it's alright. Remember, we're here in a body trying to make sense of it all, right? And things are moving, there's ascending, there's a lot of action, there's a lot of energy. And especially if you are plugged into it, if you've plugged yourself into it, the ride might get bumpy sometimes, but know that you're not alone, okay? So keep working on it, my beautiful Pisces. Thank you so much for again coming into this beautiful oracle message. It's been wonderful. It feels wonderful to do these, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye for now.